Thayer, I assume you can hear me.
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. Okay. Go ahead, Jonas.
Hey, Thayer, man, thanks for the time. I just wanted to ask, with the news yesterday that Coach Doran told us about Peyton and about Cyrus, two guys who were big impact players, and Peyton was a captain and been around for a long time. Does this team, can you guys rally around that? And what was kind of the reaction to hear two of your brothers wouldn't be playing like the rest of the year?
Yeah, personally, it was a little bit more for me because I've roomed with Peyton probably 2 or 3 different stints over my career here. And I just have known him for a while, and I hosted him on his official visit here. It's just been tough, right? Because he's dealt with a lot since he's been playing here, and he's pretty high in spirit. He just wants us to go out there and play hard and continue to have a chip on our shoulders the rest of the season. And then now that I'm moving with Cyrus now, it's been tough just being his. I mean, I live in a 2-bedroom apartment with him, but he's one of the most positive people I've ever been around. So he's still positive, and it's been good to hear both of them be as positive as they are. But yeah, we're definitely rallying around them. I'm going into this game and pushing forward for the rest of the season.
When you hear the two of those guys be positive, I imagine that helps you guys have a better mindset when they're being positive about it.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when someone gets hurt and they're the ones that are being positive. It only fuels us to go out there and perform better and for them and play with a little bit of an edge. Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead, David Thompson.
Hey, Thayer, your brother's named, the next captain, and I know you and the Wilson family, you guys are all very close. Can you just talk about what it means for your brother to be captain, and what it just means for your entire family?
Yeah, it's pretty cool just because I've been a captain for half a season when I was here, my sophomore year, and then now he's been named a captain. It's just a great honor to wear that C on your chest. And he's been playing his butt off the last 2 games, and even in the whole offseason, I just saw him transform his body, his mind, and his whole game, really taking it seriously. Me and him, sort of having the same kind of plan in the offseason of what we're doing training-wise, and just seeing the fruition of it, of him performing the way he is performing. It's been pretty special, and it's only going to get better from here.
Todd Gibson.
Yeah, Thayer, I know you guys are disappointed in the loss on Saturday. Just what's it going to take to get over that hump, that SEC hump, and get a signature win that you guys so very much crave?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just, we prepare, part of the. I don't think anybody quite understands what the life is of a college athlete. We go in, we don't try to lose those games. We don't go in there and dang, we don't, and we also believe in ourselves more than anybody believes in ourselves. And we have the confidence, that we're going to go in there and win those types of games. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. The chips don't fall with it, where they need to be. So, and that's the one thing that people need to understand is we don't go into those games, not having the confidence and not believing in ourselves. And we definitely have the ability to win those games. It's just sometimes things don't go our way. And I think we just got to keep chopping at it, right? And just keep believing in ourselves, keep being positive. I think the one thing that we really need right now is just positivity. We don't need negativity around the building. We don't need negativity from the outside. It's just we got to keep our head down, keep working, keep believing in ourselves. And I think that's one thing we can just take from that game is it's a long season, right? The ACC isn't one from an out of conference game. So we still have, our goals ahead of us, and we just got to be positive.
Do you go off social media after something like that, Thayer, or do you just continue on as you normally would?
I continue on like I normally would, just because, the social media, those people aren't in the building with me every day. Those people aren't on the field with my brothers every day. So you can't really take what they say from it very, very seriously, just because it's outside noise. They don't really know the whole game plan of everything that's going on. And like I said, the blood is shed on the field with my brothers and my coaches. So I just try to stay focused to that and stay, have a positive outlook on everything.
I mean, those guys are, they're passionate about the pack. There's no question about that. Out of the Triangle schools, Wolfpack fans are the most passionate. You know that, and that's part of the game too.
Yeah.
I guess you wouldn't want it any other way, and you're going to get criticized, but I guess you wouldn't want it any other way that the fans are so passionate about you guys.
I mean, it's great. They show out at, every home game. They show their passion, their love, and everything, and it's great. I mean, I even saw it firsthand when I went to Omaha to watch the baseball team. Like, that was special. And it's special the first Thursday night game that we play here, and it's been special every home game that we played here. I just think, we just got to continue to be positive as a program, as a university, and just keep the main thing, and look at, the future is still ahead of us. Our goals are still ahead of us. We can't just let one game, derail us. So.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Thayer.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Alec.
Yeah, Thayer. Coach Doran talked yesterday about, him owning his mistakes, understanding that, it was on him, but then also asking you guys to do the same. Is that something that as a team, you guys kind of take to heart after a loss like this, that accountability of owning your mistakes and making a big effort to fix what you need to fix to help the team?
Yeah. I mean, that's after any game, even a win, right? We do the same thing, win or loss. We look at it like, we could win a game, but if I don't do the right thing, like, I'm still going to hear about it. I'm still going to feel it. I might have a good game and still might do something, like, one thing wrong, and I still feel it. Like, I'm the person that tend to focus on the negatives that I do rather than the positives. So, yeah, we definitely, just look at what we need to do better, and then go to practice and try to fix those things. That's what practice is for. So, and then our next opportunity to show that we've fixed our issues are the next game. So that's what we're trying to do.
Jonas.
Coach Doran said, moving forward, no matter who you guys play, it's all about you guys. You guys fixing your issues, like you just said, and executing. When you guys return to the practice field, could you tell a different kind of focus? Could you tell you guys that locked in and kind of own those mistakes and were eager to get out there and fix them on the practice field?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to get back on the grass once after a loss, just because it's tough sitting around Saturday night, flying back, getting into the room really late. It's hard to go to sleep that night just because it takes a while for my body to, like, wild down from a game. Just because so much goes into it, you're not really able to go to sleep very well if you lose a game. You wake up the next day and it's not really a lot to do. And so your mind's still thinking about the game. And then we watch the film and your mind's still going through what happened in the game. And it's, like, good to finally get back on the field to move on from the game. And so I think everybody's pretty excited to get it back out there for practice and just getting better, because every day you just attack every day individually. Get better every day. So that's what we've had the mindset since I've been here. That's what we all have. So that's been good to get back out there today.
And just as a quick follow-up, when you guys watch the film, I know you guys watch the film after every win or a loss, but when you watch the film after this game, was this a situation where you're like, well, we really did, no disrespect to Mississippi State, but we really did shoot ourselves in the foot and kind of beat ourselves this time?
For sure. I mean, we get down, I think we got to the red zone four times and got maybe a couple, not even, I don't forget what the amount of points we got every time we got down there, but we drove the ball down almost every time. If it was a turnover, I don't know, just certain things happen, right? Missed field goal opportunity. But that's not, pointing out anybody individually. It's just like, it was a bunch of things added together, that we moved the ball down the field. It just wasn't like we were going 3 and out every time. We just had some, like, a penalty here, something happened there. That's a positive, I guess, from the game. But then again, it's like, the score should have been a lot different, right? And we lost the special teams field battle badly, and we did a lot of other things not to our standard, and we only lost by 14. And it was a 7-3 game with a minute left in the half, right before halftime, and that's pretty good going into halftime, giving up a opening kickoff touchdown. I guess that's the least that could have happened. So I don't know. I think we just got to continue to be positive and keep going.
Go ahead, David.
I should have asked this as a follow-up, but can you kind of tell me the circumstances surrounding you becoming a captain for half the season as a sophomore?
Yeah, I think either James or Nick McLeod got hurt, and then Coach Doran had just appointed me a captain for the rest of the season. That's how it sort of went. I think that it was 2019 season, but yeah, someone got hurt, and then he appointed me as captain. So that's how it went.
Okay. And then quick follow-up, just because we were talking about this before you got on about different fast food restaurants and rankings and all that. Can you give me like your top 3 favorite fast food restaurants?
Yeah. Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, and the last one I would definitely say I like Cava. You guys know what that is? That's pretty good.
What is it?
It's like Chipotle, but it's called Cava. It's like a different type of Chipotle. It's like a bowl place. It's pretty good.
Are you sponsored by any of them?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
So
Well, they'll all print this now. So last one, James Henderson, go ahead.
Yeah, Thayer, Coach Doran mentioned that the receivers could help out Devin a little bit better as well, just the players around him. Are there some examples you could give maybe that he's talking about there?
I mean, I'm trying to like. There's a lot of plays in the game. I mean, I know there was a bunch of plays that we did make that helped him. Like I know Emeka had 2 or 3 really great catches. Devin Carter has a crazy catch over 4 people in the middle of the field, and then has one on the sideline on the 4th down, huge 4th down to continue the drives. I mean, and then there's a deep ball that Leary and Devin don't connect on, but like I mean that happens. Like it's football, you're gonna miss your shot sometimes, but it's just in the course of the game. You can't let that rattle you and say have an opinion on it. But like sometimes you make them, sometimes you don't. But like that's a hard play to make. Sometimes you just got to make hard plays, and sometimes it just doesn't go in your way. We just got to move on from that. But I can't really, looking back to the film, I mean, there's so many different plays that happen. I think that, in the course of my career here, and then the last couple of years, like even in that game, there's been a lot of plays that we did make, in my opinion, that helped the team and helped, the drive going. And I couldn't really, point those out. So,
Thanks.
yeah.
Thayer, thank you very much. Appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right. Second, we have Grant